Abbey Holton, Endon, Weston Coyney.
Proud of where we live.
This is BBC Radio Stoke.
And it's 27 minutes past 2 on this Wednesday afternoon. Terry Walsh here with you through until 4, after which Stuart Ellis takes over, looking back on the day's news, plus leisure and lifestyle information. And it's leisure and lifestyle, actually, we're going to be talking about now, because it's always good when you hear about a community group doing work and getting the community together, and it's bonding, because community spirit is really important. Well, there's an event that's happening this weekend in the Middleport area of Stoke-on-Trent, and joining us on the phone now is Amelia Bilson from a community group called Middleport Matters. Hi, Amelia.
Hi.
Tell us first of all about Middleport Matters.
Okay, so we're quite a new community group. We're a community action group, and we basically do anything and everything that the community needs. So we're regularly asking everybody that lives and works here, you know, what's right about the place, what's wrong about the place, what can we change? And we've started running all different activities like toddler groups, youth clubs, exercise for the over 55s. But we also do big events like this Saturday, where we've got our big City of Sport event, which everybody and anybody is welcome to come along.
There's a lot of people. They don't really know Middleport. It's like you drive from Burslem down Newcastle Street, and it's sort of, you've been and gone, and that's it. Middleport's there, and you don't really know much about it. Is it a big area?
No, it is small. We're almost like a village, really, but an urban village. But we're a great. It's actually a really great place. We've got Middleport Pottery, so a lot of people might have seen the Great Pottery Throwdown, and that was filmed in Middleport. So the Middleport Pottery is fantastic. They have so many activities on all the time. And so Middleport is, you know, thriving again now, whereas before it was probably quite forgotten about, whereas now we've got visitors coming internationally to see Middleport, so it's quite exciting.
And as you drive down Newcastle Street, in fact, Middleport goes a long way to the left, doesn't it? And there's even a park down there, which I never knew about till I think last year.
Yes, unless you leave Newcastle Street, you probably wouldn't know. But yeah, we've got a really lovely park. It's right along the canal. It's got a big football field. We've got bowling greens. We've got a sports court. And recently we've installed some new play equipment. So we've got a table tennis table, a permanent one. We've got zip lines. We've got all sorts of bits and pieces. But recently we spent quite a bit of money as a community on the play facilities and renovating it for the community to use. So this Saturday, should be really exciting to get everybody down to come and have a look at what we've been up to.
Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. And one more question about Middleport. There's been a lot of houses demolished over the years there. They're starting to rebuild, aren't they, there? So is it coming together again now? Yes,
it's still a work in progress, and we know it's not going to be an overnight job. It's a massive task that the council has started. A lot of housing, there is still some housing derelict, but most of the housing has either been demolished or rebuilt or renovated. So the numbers of derelict housing has reduced significantly over recent years. And as I say, now they're building and new people are moving into the area. We've got lots of new residents that have moved in the last couple of years, myself being one of them. And so the community spirit's coming back together, and the area feels a lot cleaner, brighter and more respected and loved.
And what about the canal that goes through Middleport? Are there plans to develop along there as well?
Yeah, actually, we've started a bit of a canal renovation project ourselves on the canal bridge and the pathway down there. The City Council have got a fund that they've made available to various groups, and we've been quite fortunate to be able to get some of that funding, as well as funding from Tesco. So we've started on the project. It's quite a long-term project to renovate the canal area and hopefully encourage people to use it more. But also new activities are happening. So I know they've got the Heritage Canal tour now that goes along the canal. And we're also trying to set up a fishing club to use the canal, and we're encouraging people to moor there. So yeah, the canal is becoming a lot more of a hive of activity.
Now, you've organised an event this coming Saturday at Middleport Park. You say it's part of the City of Sport event, but I thought that was last year's City of Sport.
Yes, so technically we were City of Sport last year, but there's a legacy fund. They didn't want the funding just to be 1 year and off they leave again. They wanted to make sure that there was a lasting impact. So one of the lasting impacts is continuing the community events, for which I believe there's 11 across the city, and they're a celebration of sport. So what we have done and what other groups have done that have hosted them is you invite all your local sporting clubs along. So we've got people like Slam Dunk who do basketball at Dimensions. Usually they'll be down in the park doing some demonstrations and, engaging people in basketball. We've got Potteries Paddlers. They're coming down doing some canoeing on the canal, which that does need to be pre-booked using Eventbrite. But they'll be coming down and, showing people what you can do on the canal. There'll be various other activities like face painting, circus skills, balloon modelling, bouncy castle, and all of that is actually free. So that's the one exciting thing about these City of Sport events is you don't have to bring a big wallet. You can come down to your local park and you can get involved in all sorts of fun sporting activities like gladiator jousting, mini golf, Zorg football. There'll also be play with clay, and we'll have a police car and a fire engine and stalls and, even the oatcake barge is coming down. So it should be a really fantastic event. We're praying for sunshine and I believe we will have it.
Okay, so what time is it all happening then, Amelia?
Yeah, so it's 11 till 3 and you can come down any time. It's free entry into the park. So Middleport Park, if you don't know it, you can Google it. And there's only one park in Middleport, so you can't get lost. But the main entrance would be on Newport Lane, if you look up that on Google. But yeah, Middleport Park, 11 till 3. If anyone wants any more information to look on Middleport Matters, we're on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, or they can email me middleportmatters@gmail.com.
So like you said, that there are one or two activities that you may have to book, so you can do that online, can you?
Yeah, just the canoe heritage trail needs to be booked just because we only have a fixed number of boats. So that's why that needs to be pre-booked in advance because we do expect that to be popular. But you need to book that via Eventbrite. So if you look on Eventbrite, you can search for the Canoe Heritage Trail, which is an official tour. So it will be led by an official tour guide. And you can also find the link on our Facebook.
Okay, we'll keep our fingers crossed for the weather, Amelia. And,
Thank you.
And good luck and well done for the work you're doing with Middleport Matters.
Thank you very much.
BBC Radio Stoke.